Hi my loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to get into another collective, and if you've been here before, you know how it usually works. If not, welcome, you know. But if this resonates and you're the cross watcher, please feel free to take it as your own. Also, this is general, so please keep in mind that if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. So let's get in. Let's get into this collective message. I actually first want to roll some astro dice for this reading and see what we have going on here for the collective, or maybe this resonates for a particular person, because that usually happens, or a small group. Again, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see. We have Saturn. We have the second house. And we have Aries. Okay. So I'm actually feeling here that somebody feels defensive. I almost feel like somebody is backing up, backing away. That's the visual that I'm getting. Backing away. And maybe it's because with the Saturn energy, there are a lot of obstacles ahead of you, and maybe you feel like this is the wrong direction, or you're not really sure about trying to go down this particular path. Maybe because you don't know what to expect. Maybe this path is a bit more daunting than you anticipated at first. But I feel like somebody here is at least having second thoughts about this, whatever this is. I also feel here with Saturn and Aries, though, that you are actually built to overcome a lot of these hardships. With this placement, you may not have this in your chart, but you may have this energy in your chart. You may have grown up in a not so great environment. Maybe you grew up with not a lot. Perhaps you did grow up poor. Also, I want to say that maybe you were not very close to your family. Maybe there was a lot of emotional distance between you and your family. Maybe you felt like you had to go about things alone a lot of the time. Maybe at a young age, you felt you were very independent, or you certainly had to be. Okay. And you had to trust your gut instincts, because maybe you didn't really have a lot of guidance. But yeah, there is some kind of struggle here with your security that I'm feeling. You're facing a lot of challenges there. Maybe you always have. And now you're thinking about a way you can exert your independence and do your own thing in the world. Because ultimately, you follow the beat of your own drum. That's something that I'm picking up here. I'm also right now being really drawn towards two crystals. I'm being drawn towards the selenite. Okay, selenite heart. And I'm also being drawn towards this cowrite. I don't know how to pronounce this. But I believe when I looked this up, this crystal was a bit more rare. Also, when I first got this crystal, which actually was in Colorado, actually at this Native American gas station. Well, that sounds weird. It was a gas station that was owned by these natives that lived in the area, and I believe we were also close to a reservation as well. So I don't know, maybe you come from a native background. Maybe the experiences you've had were very interesting, very odd, very unlike a lot of other people's experiences, at least the people that you've come across, the people that you've met. Let's see here. Maybe also you tend to be drawn to things that are very different. Maybe you feel as if you can, I don't know, maybe you feel different, and therefore you're drawn to things that are different, or maybe things that people wouldn't normally like, or maybe you're attracted to novelty items, something like this. Maybe you're a collector as well. Doesn't have to be. But with the selenite heart, actually something that I'm picking up here, I know this represents clearing a lot of negative energies. But I feel like you're afraid to go near negative energies. Again, you're afraid to approach this path that you feel like is maybe filled with obstacles, with the Saturnian energy. But again, you're built to withstand a lot of the pressure here. And maybe with this, you're meant to uncover something rare. Maybe you're the first person to uncover what this is, or maybe you're the first person going down this path, or something about you being the first to discover. But I feel like you're at a crossroads here. It's something that I'm feeling. Okay. So I'm going to dive into the tarot here. I feel a bit awkward shuffling these cards. I mean, these cards, this deck is actually very beautiful. It's my newest deck in my collection, and I absolutely love it. I haven't used it enough. But I absolutely love it. Okay. Also, if you're interested in a personal read, you can check out the link in my bio. And I could do your personal reading after this. If you're interested, I take payments through Cash App or Venmo. Okay. All right. Let's dive into this collective spirit. First card out, we have the Page of Cups. I'm actually picking up some Pisces energy. That's what I'm picking up. I'm open to other water signs as well, but I'm particularly picking up Pisces. Bottom of the deck also, we have the Five of Cups so far. You've been very disappointed in your life. Maybe you've experienced a lot of disappointments. And there's this feeling of sadness here. Again, feeling as if you're going about this journey alone. This walk alone. But I don't know. It's like, again, maybe with your upbringing, you've gotten used to the idea about doing things on your own. In a lot of ways, having to be independent, having to only rely on yourself. So, in a lot of ways, you don't even really feel sorry for yourself. You don't feel pity for yourself. Normally, people in your situation or have experienced loss like you have would sink into depression and, feel like they have no power over their situation and feel pity for themselves. And maybe you do from time to time, but what I'm picking up here right now is that you're going with the flow because you feel like you have to. You have no choice but to go with the flow. In a lot of ways you feel like you have to stay above water, and I'm hearing just keep swimming, and you feel like you just have to keep going, you have to keep swimming. If you go backwards or if you stay where you are, maybe you feel like you'll drown. You feel like you won't make it. You feel like that means death to you in some way. But yeah, I'm going to put this 5 of Cups down as well. Also, there could be yearning. You could be yearning for the ghosts of your past. This could be a particular person, maybe a particular love interest with these cups energies here. But you're haunted by the past. And in a lot of ways, you see the past in your future. And you want to head towards it. You want to relive it. You may be having a lot of dreams lately. You may also feel like somebody is maybe waiting for you, or maybe you're waiting to revisit again this past situation, whether it's in this lifetime or the next one. You dream about this a lot, whatever this is. We have this Ace of Cups. Again, here is this new beginning that you want. This new beginning, maybe even in love. Somebody here, you may have your eye on someone in particular. This person could be from your past, or you could be thinking about somebody you share memories with, and again, wanting to renew those memories or wanting to have different memories with that same individual. But I also feel like you want to feel good again. Next card, we have the 4 of Pentacles. This could have been somebody you were married to or in a relationship with. Okay. Because when I look at this 4 of Pentacles, I'm picturing an altar. In like a wedding. And in this 4 of Pentacles, it seems empty. It seems like there's cobwebs here, So again, I really feel like maybe you want to renew this love. You miss this person very much. There's a lot of maybe good memories here, good memories in the past. You want maybe a do-over here. Also, maybe with the Page of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, you could be working on being more stable in your life. Maybe being more satisfied in your life as well. Satisfied with what you currently have, what you currently are able to obtain. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is the last card. They want me to put it down here. Right now, you're struggling to see a way forward. Again, you keep on being drawn to the past, but feeling as if there's nothing you can do to change the situation right now. Again, maybe this person has passed on, or maybe the situation is long gone, you feel. For some of you, maybe this was even in a distant past, but I'm feeling like this, like it's out of your reach. And maybe you're thinking maybe in the next life, maybe next round, I'll be able to, Four of Pentacles, stabilize the situation one day or at some point. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. And this is really staring at me right now. There's something that's really haunting you. Maybe you feel like the situation is really unfair. Maybe you feel the presence of a darker energy here. Again, this could be Saturn, right? Saturn, Satan. You feel like you're being held back, or again, feeling as if you have no choice but to take a step back because there's nothing but obstacles in your way. And with the Hermit in reverse here, you don't know how to obtain this new beginning, Ace of Cups, or this wish. But the Wheel of Fortune, you want change. You want progress. You want to redo. You want to start over. But you feel like maybe that's not possible. Let's see what obstacles here are in your path currently. I really feel like I'm connecting to a masculine energy. Let's see, what obstacles are in your way? Okay, wow. There's a period of waiting here that I'm feeling. Maybe also you're waiting for a message. You're waiting for a sign. I'm feeling like you're waiting on this empty battlefield. And maybe you're waiting to see if this is really over. It's like you can't move forward until you really know. But something feels like it's done. Maybe you fear that it's done. Maybe you fear that you can't go back. What is the nature of this connection, Spirit? What is the nature of this connection? We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You really desire this person, and you think back to the passion that the both of you have shared. Forgiving and learning. There's a lot that's happened, maybe between the both of you. And honestly, I'm actually feeling like you feel like you came up short. You felt like you were lost at sea, and for whatever reason, you couldn't make this work, or feeling as if you missed the boat, or feeling as if you couldn't offer this person what they were waiting for you to give them, or something like this. And I feel like you want forgiveness. If the shoe is on the other foot, then fine, please take that. But I feel like for somebody here, this is you feeling this way. And you wanting a redo, you wanting forgiveness. You're feeling trapped. You're feeling like you're in a dark place as well. Like you're in some kind of purgatory. With this trust, though, this person or this connection really left a mark. And it's something that you can never forget. And it's something that haunts you. I'm hearing the song, it's a little bit of an older song, a couple years back. Don't You Want to Stay, I believe is the title, and it's by Kelly Clarkson and I think Jason Aldean. But I'm hearing, don't you want to stay here a little while? Don't you want to hold each other tight? I forget all the lyrics to this song, but basically it's a song that's talking about how this is over, somebody is moving on, and them wanting to kind of just delay this ending, and just for a moment just wanting to relive the past, not wanting to let go. To you may feel as if this is your true love. Let's see. What does the future hold for this connection, Spirit? What does the future hold for this connection? We have not sure about this, and we have withdrawn. A lot of uncertainty here. Again, I felt it. I felt like you were having to take a step back and looking at all the obstacles in front of you. And you're not sure how to overcome these obstacles. You're not sure. You're not very confident in the decisions that you make. And in this circumstance, I feel like you have to learn really quickly to make the right kind of decisions to get from point A to point B. And considering how many hurdles there are, you feel like that's just really not very likely. Also, withdrawn, there could be somebody here that likes to smoke. Maybe smoke cigarettes, smoke some tree, you know. Bottom of the deck, though, we have meant to be. And under that, we have love-hate relationship. So, again, somebody here is going back and forth. You're going back and forth in your head about this relationship because on one end, you don't want to let this go. You feel like you can't let this go, but you feel like it's already gone. Meant to be, you felt like this had a lot of potential. Meant to be, you felt like it was at one point. This relationship could have been one for the books. I mean, this is a very deep, passionate, beautiful connection. Someone you believe is your person, your one, the person that you've been looking for all this time, and you lost them. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, what was I so busy doing that I couldn't focus on this? How did I let this slip away? And maybe you feel like you're watching this person, if they're still here, if they haven't passed on, because maybe for some of you here, I feel like, again, this person is gone. But if this person is still here in this life, you are maybe feeling like you're helpless and you're forced to watch them maybe fall in love with another or have a passionate new beginning elsewhere, or maybe that's what you fear. You fear that you're just forced to watch. Whew. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you, though. Okay, because I feel like this is one part of your story. This will always have a place in your heart. It is what it is. But this is not the only part to your story. So let's see what else you have going for you in the future. Because I want to end on a more positive note. Yeah. What do you have? What's happening for you in the future? So that's positive, Spirit. Okay, that's too many. Okay, we have the Eight of Feathers in the reverse, which is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Branches in reverse. Hummingbird in reverse. A lot of birds here. So the good news here is that after loss, you are going to get unstuck. This is going to be a painful new beginning. And it's hard to imagine what your future is going to look like. It's hard. You can't imagine it right now. And I feel like you don't want to. But at the very least, with the Eight of Feathers in the reverse, you are going to be able to get unstuck out of your situation. Ten of Feathers, yeah, there's an ending here. Also, this is more of feeling defeated, feeling exhausted, more so than anything. Look at that goat, shadow god of liberation. That's Capricorn energy. Again, we have Saturnian energy here. But, I mean, you could have Capricorn in your chart, but I feel like it's more of the Saturn placement. So Saturn, obstacles, blocks, restraints, hardships, financial hardships, specifically, because we do have the second house, or the second house did come in here before. I don't know where it went. Yeah. We did have number 2 here. There's issues when it comes to your what's currently in the bank. There's not much right now that's currently in the bank. This is your security. In Ten of Feathers, you're exhausted, absolutely defeated, feeling like you have very low energy, feeling as if you're sitting next to the devil. That's how you feel. You feel like you're just friends with the devil. Like you're just hanging out. You're in this dark place. In some ways, you felt like you've made this an unwanted home. Somehow, maybe you feel like you always end up here. You've been in dark places. And you lack the reflection to figure out why you always end up in that place. It's like life just happened to me. I don't know. All of a sudden, I just ended up here, which is very Pisces. Very Pisces. Feeling like you're out of control. You are a fighter, though, with this Aries energy here. I feel like that, in a lot of ways, has been your saving grace. Is that you're a fighter. You refuse to lay down and accept defeat. Tell me more about the Six of Branches energy in reverse. Seven of Shells in the reverse. So there's a bit of indulgence here, okay? This is wanting to forget by indulging. Maybe indulging in drinks, in some recreational activities. Shopping could be something you indulge in here as well. Maybe even, dare I say it, I don't know if I'm, like, because I'm going to post this on my YouTube later, but I don't know if we can mention porn, but I feel like that's like a very everyday, real thing that happens for people, like, just in society at this point in time. So this is maybe indulging in some of that, some sexual energy here as well. Yeah, this is kind of indulging some of the more negative, or I feel like this is doing it too much, though. You know, there's a healthy way, and then there's this. And I feel like this is because you feel like you need to feed your inner demons in a lot of ways. Like you're like, kind of like, F it. F it. I'm just going to do this then. I'm just going to indulge in these things. What does Spirit want to say to you? Raccoons, you're fossils. You sneaky fox. I know it's a raccoon, but raccoons are sneaky too. Like you always do, you're going to find a new opportunity to get yourself out of a situation. And this is going to feel like you, I don't want to say struck gold, but it's not gold. It's just, it's a really good opportunity that's going to help you get out of this. And because you're in a very dark place, this opportunity seems like so good to you. You're like, oh my gosh, this is what's going to get me out of Dodge. It's your lifeline. That's a better way to put it. Here's a lifeline Spirit is going to sprinkle in your direction. And you're going to take notice of it. And so Spirit is saying, you're going to take notice of this opportunity, again, to get you out of your situation. And what else, Spirit? Bull, keeper of sacred tradition in the reverse. Be careful here. Okay, somebody could be thinking about getting out of their situation by doing things that may not be legal. Because there's this energy here of you feeling like you still have a long way to go. And maybe there's this idealization that you could really make a lot doing whatever this is, or get yourself back on track with whatever this is. But I feel like Spirit is warning you not to make a deal with the devil. This is a small opportunity. It feels so good, but don't use this as your crutch for longer than you need to. Because I feel like here, maybe with this energy here, maybe you've struggled, because you're coming out as this raccoon energy. Maybe you've struggled to make the right choices. You've struggled with that maybe for a long time. And maybe you feel like you're not privileged enough, or you haven't been privileged enough to feel like you can make the right choices. That's how I'm going to put that. Because maybe in some ways you feel like privileged people that have more than I do, it's easier for them to make good decisions. If they were in my shoes, if they were in my position, and feeling as if there is no way out, there are no other options, they would sympathize with me. Because they don't know how hard it is to turn down opportunities to make money, whatever and however that comes about, or things that can get you out of a stuck situation, or things that can get food in your belly, you know, they never had to worry about that. I did. That's how I survived. So Spirit's saying, like, okay, yes, I understand. This crafty energy of yours, this survival energy of yours did keep you afloat. However, this is not going to allow you to thrive. And that's what you ultimately want. You want to thrive. I mean, you don't want to be in this survival energy forever. Unless you do, which I doubt it. But Spirit's saying, as you elevate, you have to change. You have to change your mindset. And maybe that was the issue. You had difficulty changing your mindset. Sorry, I'm being kind of hard on this person right now. Because this person does not take change very well. And who am I to tell you what to do, right? And I get it. I'm just a reader. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. But this is really, I mean, yes, it is. The messages are being filtered through me and my emotion is coming through a bit more. But this is really, like, I want to help you. I think your spirit team wants to help you too. You know? And you've turned away from the light for a while now. Because you felt like you had to. You felt like you didn't have the luxury to make righteous decisions. And that everyone's human and we all fall prey. And you're just human. We're all just human. I understand that. But Spirit's saying, like, you still have to hold yourself accountable for your choices. No matter what circumstance you are in. Because at that point, you're keeping yourself there because you keep on making the same choices. And what has that really changed for you? Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, look. It's the same kind of energy here. Look at that. Look at this energy. Bottom of the deck, Earth Father in the reverse. Stubborn. Stubborn as a bull. May have fixed placements in your chart. Okay, fixed placements, the fixed signs. Taurus, number 1. Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those are the fixed signs. Aries is really stubborn here as well. We have Aries energy coming in really strongly also. Okay. You may have that in your chart. Yeah. Spirit's saying here, be careful of delusion. You may think you have this great idea that's gonna come to the surface, but you're building in the wrong direction. You're going about this in the wrong way, or something about this is not what you think it is. There's a lack of clarity here, and you wanting to see what you want to see. And Spirit saying you need to acknowledge the truth. Somebody here is having a hard time seeing straight. Somebody here is having a hard time seeing past their delusions. Period. This is not going to be a stable foundation. If you decide to continue to build on whatever this is, and you feel like you're taking a shortcut to life, this is what's going to get me out of here. Spirit's saying there's going to be a tower moment for you. Like all the other tower moments you've had in your past, doing the same stuff, this crap. Okay. You think you can get away with it? Spirit's saying, I can see. Thing is that the universe can see what you're doing. Okay, what advice, Spirit, do you have? What advice do you have, Spirit? I'm going to read this card also. I'm going to end on this note. What advice do you have? Okay, we have flying and we have details. So, what I'm getting here is that you can't overlook the minutia. There are times where you just want to avoid it, where you want to run away from it, when you want to just imagine and dream and believe that everything's going to be okay. Everything's happy-go-lucky. Oh, I'm going to run away from my problems. Oh, this is way too overwhelming. This is way too much. I can't work on all this. I need a break. Spirit's saying, I need you to ground yourself right now. Because in order to get yourself out of this rut, you need to focus. Yes, it is going to require you to work really hard. That's that Saturnian energy, right? How badly do you want this? Yes, it's not easy to make decisions upright. It's not. It's hard. But the payoff is great. The payoff is going to be long-lasting. If you decide to make upright decisions and walk down a more ethical path, a more moral path. But that's up to you. I am going to read Flying, number 20. Again, that number 2 energy is strong. We had that second house energy earlier. And again, number 2 is also about making decisions. Also about being indecisive. You know, it's the other side of the same coin. But it says you have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Yeah, so Spirit is like, honestly, right now you're being given the opportunity to get out of a stuck situation, or you will be here in the near future. That's what's coming for you with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, or the 8 of Feathers in reverse. So with this details, again, continue to work hard, and that this will pay off. And the things you had hoped for will no longer be beyond your scope. Spirit saying you have the ability, right? With the Saturn and Aries energy, you have the ability to overcome your obstacles. You were made to overcome those things. But yes, there are challenges in making the right kind of decisions. That is your karma. Okay? That is your karma, but you have to own it. Everybody has their karma. We all have a Saturn. You know? So, again, take that maybe with a grain of salt. Okay. I know this message wasn't the easiest to take. It was kind of maybe a hard pill to swallow. But I, at the very least, hope it resonated for someone out there that needed to maybe hear this. Maybe it's a wake-up call for you. I don't know. But for whatever reason, Spirit said this is the loudest message that I want to get out today. And so that's what I did. I read the energy. So please, again, I didn't choose whatever message wanted to come through. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If this resonated or you just enjoyed watching my reads, please hit the like button and maybe the follow button if you want to join the Soul Fam. And maybe subscribe to my channel, which is in the link in my bio. Also, if you want to check out how you can get a personal reading with me, information is there as well. I can always do your personals after, usually at least, unless I make an announcement that I can't, after collective reads. So just know that moving forward. Alright guys, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me see really quickly if anyone paid. I don't want to miss somebody. Okay. No, I don't think I did. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next live. Thank you. Bye-bye.